Hi everybody, my name is Marissa and this is MKissa Creations here on Fosstube. Fosstube is our little corner of YouTube where we talk about cross stitch and other fiber arts. Today's video is mostly about cross stitch. Today is Friday, November 22nd, and this is Fosstube number 33, maybe? I want to say 33 or 34. I haven't been good about saying what number Fosstube it is. I don't think it really matters. I've been doing Fosstubes for quite a while now. Actually way back into 2017. I did, like, I talked about it last time, I had deleted all of those videos, and now I'm kind of sad about it because I would love to still have some tracking of my progress on certain projects from back then. But here I am. I do have videos up here since 2018, I think, is when I first started filming again and recording, or maybe 2019. Anyways, so here I am, getting a little bit more consistent. It's been 2 weeks since my last video, and I wanted to pop on and say hi. I've been stitching quite a bit, and I want to show you what I've got going on, and I want to talk about a little bit of plans. And I have a finish, and I have a freebie, and I have my giveaway to do. So we've got quite a bit to talk about today. So welcome if you are new. That's kind of the rundown of what we got going on. Welcome back if you're returning, and thank you so much for your likes and subscriptions. I really appreciate having you here. Yeah, thank you. It means the world to me that someone wants to listen to me talk about floss and fabric and cross stitch, so I really appreciate it. Life is great right now. We just hit our slowdown. Swimming ended this week. Field hockey's over. It's now it's time for the holiday fun to come. So I'm totally excited about that this year. It really feels nice to not have a super full calendar on the wall in our kitchen, and I think our girls are really going to appreciate it too, although we do have a lot of birthdays to attend this month for both girls. So anyways, besides the point. Yeah, but nothing wild happening in our lives. Work's chugging along. I'm in the middle of interview season. We just hit the halfway point. I've actually been interviewing a lot of cross stitchers, which I talked about in my last video, which has been really cool, just to be able to connect with people on that crafty level. It's really awesome. Okay, so in my last video, look at me, I'm holding to something that I said in my last video. In my last video, I mentioned that I really wanted to have something, that I was going to finish something for each video. So I wanted to have at least one finish. So this week, it's something that has been hanging around for a long time. I actually didn't look at when I completed this, but it is a Mill Hill ornament. It is the only one that I have done, and I love him so much. He is Tropical Santa. So we have a lot of Surfer Santa on our Christmas tree and stuff. So he just made sense to add to our tree. So that's Tropical Santa. And I finished him today, just a simple last minute before my Fosstube video. I was like, I want to film a Fosstube video. I promised them I would finish something. So actually this has been a good commitment to have. So I finished him today, cut him out. So that was kind of the scary part. I was really afraid of cutting him out, and what I hadn't ever cut on perforated paper before. This is the first project I ever beaded on. So he was a lot of firsts. So he's just he's got a navy blue back, and this is some baker's twine that I rescued from some package that probably had come to our house. Okay, so I guess I've been really bad about deleting my previous videos off my camera's card before starting to record a new one. So that cut off in the middle of me talking. Anyways, so this is just some baker's twine that I rescued from a package, and he's all done. And I really enjoyed him. I was so scared of doing this fancy work for his little beard and mustache, but he turned out great. I love his little tropical shirt and his pineapple drink and his surfboard. Little litter critter with him. It's awesome. All right, so that will be our Pass the Stash / giveaway for this week. So I'm gonna send you the pattern. It has like all the conversions and stuff. So I stitched, and Mill Hills say the directions say to stitch 3/1 on the perforated paper. I didn't read the directions all the way, so I stitched 2/1, and he turned out fine. But that means I have a lot of extra of the floss left, probably enough to stitch another one. And it's all nice and separated for you. And I put it on this card. I'll show you this. So I'm like I don't like to waste a lot of stuff. So when I made, I'll fold this back up nicely again now that I've like decimated it, but I like to reuse things. So I made this little floss card. It's from like a sock, from Socks. From Target, like the little top package of the sock wrapper. So I did everything and separated them all, laid them all out for you, so I'll send you that. And then I will also send you the leftover beads, of which there's probably enough in here to like take care of that. And the beading needle I think is in there too. So I'll send you that also. So please, again, I'm sorry, I just can't afford wild postage to anywhere right now. So please be in the US. Please don't say giveaway, don't say win, don't use the words that will make people just come here. I mean, you know, views are great, but I don't want them to come from people that are trying to win stuff that like don't actually like want this. I would love for this to go to somebody who will actually stitch it. So let's use the word surfer, and you will get entered into this, and then I will draw for my next video. And I will get a new video up soon, because I do like to do a lot of videos in December. So there will be like an opportunity to get this before Christmas. I just don't know how much before Christmas you would get this if you were wanting to stitch it as an ornament for this year. So apologies, but you know, something to get a whip going for next year. So again, the word surfer, if you would like to win my leftovers from this and the pattern, and I will send them to you. Okay, let's, I guess let's do the other giveaway. Let's do our giveaway winner from, so I'm giving away my token with some beautiful silks, free silk, in the colorway that I stitched mine in. And I've got it all ready to go on my phone. So 27 people, so it's getting ready. 27 people, we're gonna push the button and we're gonna see who it is. Bright and Dusty. The story about your husband spotting your lost pattern was hilarious. Your long dog looks amazing. Silk. So if this is you, please message me on Instagram. That's probably the easiest. If you do not have Instagram, just post below, I don't have Instagram, and we'll figure something out from there. Don't post I'm the winner and I don't have Instagram. Just say I don't have Instagram, and we'll touch base. If not, message me on Instagram. I'm at mkissacreations. It's in the description box down below. And congratulations, and I hope you enjoy stitching the token. Okay, whips. Let's do whips. All right, so first, so during an interview day for me, when I'm interviewing, we interview 6 people a day. I like do a lot at the beginning and a lot at the end, but in the middle, I like need to be very present and like watching my monitor, but it's hard to get to delve into work projects. So like I will, you know, answer emails as they come up, but I'm not going to start a new big work project while we're in the middle of interview sessions. So I brought some cross stitch with me. So in my last video, I mentioned that I was really close on the Santa key or what is it? Yeah, the Santa key, and that it was kind of like a sad thing that I don't have it done yet. So I brought the Santa key with me to work on. The first day I brought 2 scissors, all the stuff, and no flippin' needle. So the next day I remembered 2 needles and then all the other stuff. So I had it all with me. But, so here's how he's looking. I got a lot of all the red Creme is on there now. I need to finish this shelf and then put the key in his hands and then do a little bit more back stitching. Some with Creme, some not. And then he will be done. And then I will finish him and attach him to our Santa key so that we can hang him on the door this Christmas. Super, super duper excited. Okay, so that was whip number 1. That was the one that I've worked on the least since I've talked to you last. I don't really know which of the 2 of these, so I only have 2 other whips. Over the last 2 weeks, I've just been kind of chugging along on the same projects, and they've both been bringing me joy, and they both feel good. So I'll show you. I've been working on 324 by Arlene Cohen, Works by ABC. This is a project that uses 324 different shades of DMC, all in one project. So each motif and or a little 5x5 block is a different color. So it's been fun to see what I have and don't have in my stash and know what I need to pick up. And then kind of I've been like de-kitting some of my other larger projects that I haven't been working on, but it's also making me go into those bags and be like, oh, I probably should work on that a little bit more. So it's been a process, but I have put a lot of work in over the last couple weeks, or the last couple weeks. I'm stitching it on 18 count Aida. And I've actually been stitching it in hand. I brought it to swimming, I brought it to orthodontist appointments, but I also can stitch this one in bed. The 18 count is an easy one for me to see. I'm stitching it 2/1 on Aida. I brought my big board today because the other project I have to show you is much larger. So let me put this on here. So I made it all the way down to the bottom. So this is the bottom corner. Since you've seen it last, I worked some up here. And then I brought this all the way down and then started kind of working my way back up. So I'm really excited about, I love the purples and I'm really excited about the blues and greens. I think probably because of my love of aqua. So stitching in hand, it's a little crunkly. It needs a good iron, but it'll get one. This is like Michael's store Aida, and it was not my favorite in the beginning, but now that I've switched to stitching it in hand, I have actually really been liking it a little bit more, and it's softened up a little bit. I guess probably just from getting crinkled up in my hands a lot, and from my like normal body greases. But yeah, I don't know, it's so pretty. Arlene, you did such a good job with this. It's so good. It's so, so good. So I'm excited to keep working on this. It probably will still stay on my side of the bed and be my like sports in bed project, because I like to stitch while we watch sports, because then I don't always have to like pay super close attention. Usually, especially like there's some hockey announcers that do a really amazing job. We watch a lot of hockey even if it's not one of our teams. We have ESPN Plus and we're just a hockey house, and then I really like watching football. Yeah, my team's doing good this year, which has been awesome. And so we've had a lot. It's sports time. And then, oh, and we watch Formula One, and it's Formula One season, although we've had a couple weeks off. It seems like, was it only 1 week off? It seemed like, oh, I think it must have been 2. Las Vegas is this weekend, but like in order for us to watch it, because it's a nighttime race and it's in Las Vegas, I think we have to either stay up or wake up, go to sleep and wake up at 1 a.m. to watch the race in real time, which I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Old Marissa would have definitely woken up or just probably stayed up and then watch the race like in real time, but like mom Marissa is not does not stay up as late as the other Marissa used to. Okay. My other project, my other whip that I've been working on the most is considered the Lilies by Heartstring Samplery. I started this in I think March of 2020, so like hardcore yuck times, and it was sort of a piece that just allowed me to kind of feel better, and I needed to feel better again, and so I pulled this out and got a bunch done. Well, a bunch. I mean, it's a big pattern. So I'll show you what I worked on, and then I will put it all on the board and stand up and make sure you get a good view. Okay, so I made it to another corner, which this is my third corner. So I only have one more corner to go. It's the top corner on this side. And then this fabric is floppy. Okay, so actually I guess I just will, sorry, I'm just gonna be awkward for a minute. We're all just people, right? No one's perfect. Okay, so since you've seen it last, I think I showed you I was working on the disco turkey, and I was working kind of down here. So I've gotten 5 lilies done, and then the disco turkey, this little flower, this big flower, little fox, and his, you probably can't see them, but he has little little tiny French knot eyes. Which, so there's a fox on the other side, and I like unraveled it while I was looking at it to make sure that I had actually done the French knots and hadn't just put little X's in there, because they do like take the place of actual stitches. And then this is a berry basket, so I finished the basket, and then this little accent flower right here. So, all right, let me open her up so you can see where I am. And I will show you. She is big and she is beautiful. All right. Let's see if I can get everything in there. Ooh. Some creative stepping. So, like I said, I have one more corner to get to up here, but I've done the other corners. And let's see. Ugh. There we go. So there she is. I feel like I thought that rounding that corner would make it look like I had way more done, but that big open space on that on this top part is just kind of looming, I guess. Maybe I should work. I think I'm gonna work on like this area next. And I feel like that will make it like appear even more finished. But this piece is like goals to finish soon piece. This is my big project, my next big project that I'm going to finish. But yeah. So consider Lilies by Heartstring Samplery. This is on a like 30, I think it came out to like 37 count. it's like, I don't even know, I don't think it's cross stitch linen. It's like almost polyester. It's like, as you can see, it's like very floppy. But, so, let's see. Here's the other little fox. There he is. I just love the mirror image aspect of the project. It's just so pretty. I'm happily in love with all of my stitching right now, which is a nice feeling. So usually, well, we'll talk about plans in a minute. Let me tell you about this little freebie that I got for you though too. I put this on my blog last year. So originally I stitched this up and sold it, and I learned a lesson in copyright. You really kind of got to look up everything. So Volkswagen actually has the rights to the silhouettes of their vehicles. So I created this little tribute to the Volkswagen bus, and they told me I couldn't sell it. So I took it down, but now it's on my website as a freebie, so I'll put the link for that down below. But I made this little ornament. It's Peace, Love, and Christmas. There's a little wreath on the front of the bus. So thank you to everyone who did purchase this before, and please don't feel like you are getting ripped off. I had to learn a lesson, I guess. But to anyone else who's a pattern designer, just kind of like, I guess, check what copyrights exist if you're doing something that's very like Volkswagen. Really, like, are you gonna create a cross stitch pattern? And I know that there's plenty of others on there. It just is frustrating that mine got dinged, but that it benefits you now, and I won't ever try to put it back up or sell it. So it just exists on my website now as available to you. So go grab that if you want to stitch that. I just finished it on a piece of cardboard. This is the lid size of yogurt containers that we get from our supermarket. Again, baker's twine, and then just some cute backing, and then I don't know what this is called, because it's not chenille. It's like it's like one strand, and then it has like little floppies on it. I don't know. It's interesting. I like it. I got it in a grab bag from Lady Dot Creates. If you don't follow her, keep an eye out, because when she posts her grab bags, it's like an amazing way to get like not a ton of one color and get a bunch of different trims. And I've been like burning through like 2 bags. I don't finish a lot of smalls, but everything that I have finished small wise, like I finish with trims that I have gotten from her grab bags. So anyways, this is a M. Kissa Creations retired for sale pattern, now a freebie for you, available on my Surf and Sew Homestead website, which I will link below. All right, plans. So normally, and I say normally, last year and then this year, I'm feeling it again, and I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. Towards the end of the year, I start being like, okay, which whips have I not touched this year? Is there something that I need to like re-examine, or is there something that I really just need to finish? What can I get off my list, or what can I make sure that I'm still really interested in? And then it kind of helps me make my plans for the next year. So I am getting to that point where I'm going to start picking up patterns that I maybe haven't worked on in a while, and getting a couple stitches in ahead of the holiday season. And then also we're going to do a revisit of my 24 new starts in 2024, and we're going to show you how well I did and didn't do in that process. And then at the end, on January 1st, I will do my whip parade, which is what I did last year. I think my very first whip parade I did on my birthday because that was when I restarted my Fosstube. But I think getting it done, like when I know I have a holiday and a day off, as long as the power's not out, I think January 1st is going to be my whip parade day. I know a lot of people start doing them in the middle of December. I like to have it like right on that year mark because I like to do like my closeout of the year, how many whips I'm carrying over from one year to the next, where exactly my progress is. And then I've got to do like a little bit of homework too. I'm going to have to go into that, my last year's whip parade, and like take some screenshots of where I was. And my tablet did officially die. So no full coverage right now until I get a new tablet, which hopefully will happen over the holiday season. I'm hoping that I can pick one up for a very reasonable price, maybe on like Cyber Monday or something. So that's the plan for that. Okay. Immediate plans. Oh, wait, hold on. One Stitchy Kindness I need to share because I forgot to share it last week. Because I don't have enough BAPs already. My friend Penny from the Daily Stitcher at our last meetup, I forgot to share this because I was like so excited about my long dogs that I got. But Penny from the Daily Stitcher, she had finished Live on Little and was like trying to offload it to somebody there, and probably half of the people that we stitch with already have this pattern or have it working. And so I was like, well, I might as well add another giant Plum Street house to my collection that I haven't started on yet. So I am now a proud owner, thanks to Penny, of Live on Little. I have her copy. I don't know when I'm gonna start this, and also it's gonna be a minute because like these flowers around the outside, like Lilies is Fosstube, she knows so bad on the sides right now, like right here. Okay. Lilies is lovely and I like stitching it, but those lilies are no joke, and they definitely, I'm glad that I've done them like as I've gone, and hopefully they're gonna match up at the end. That is like a source of anxiety that I know is probably, when I get a little bit closer, going to keep me from picking that project up, which is going to be like a fight that I'm going to have to fight with myself. Just knowing that it maybe perhaps might not line up. I think it will. Everything seems to be like hitting the anchors where they're supposed to be. I haven't had to pull anything out or recount anything and feeling like it's wrong. So we're just gonna keep hoping that that keeps like fitting there. All right. Immediate plans. So we only have like a week and a half of November. And so I would like to participate in Nora November. I have Sleeping Princess. I think that's what she's called. Is that what she's called? Yes, Sleeping Princess by Nora Corbett. So this is her. So she's like kind of a princess in the pea. And I am stitching her on 32 count Moana Lugana from Hand Dyed Fabrics by Steph. And I think I recently found my Krynic for this project, which is why I'm like really wanting to get back to her. But I'm gonna stand up. This is where she's at. So like her bed sheets hanging down and some of her mattresses. So, and then there's more mattresses over here. So I just need to put some stitches into this one. She's coming along, but I haven't picked her up this year yet. So this is definitely a good excuse for me to pick her up and get some stitches in. And then also, since she's on 32 count, I probably would be able to stitch this one in our bedroom also, or even at night in our living room, not sitting by like my big giant stitchy lamp, because I've been kind of moving around our living room, and sometimes there's one one of the lamps that I stitch by I can't always see amazing, but it's in like my favorite. It's comfy chair is also the place. So this one will get stitched hopefully then. But oh, it's just so pretty. I love the colors. Yeah, I feel like this is one of the ones that is like doesn't seem very me. But then I don't know, she's really pretty. So I will stitch more on her. Okay, and then Velcro cattail sticking to my foot. Life with children. All right, so then two others. This one is a whip, and it has not been worked on this year and like really gets like looked over, but it's also it's on 40 count, and it is Be Thankful by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I think I'm just doing the pumpkins and the words. So and the birds. So I really should, but this is what I have. This is an old frosted pumpkin needle minder. And this is the pattern. So again, I think just the middle part, the Be Thankful and the pumpkins, and then those two crows. I really enjoy this pattern. I'm gonna have to figure out which white I was using because, let's see, it called for Classic Colorworks Bamboo, but I don't think that's what I was using. And I think there's another color mixed in there too. I think I was just pulling stuff, and I will continue to just pull stuff. I don't think I mean, if the pumpkins are different colors, the pumpkins are different colors. That pumpkin that's on there is all the way done. So I think it will be okay if there's another pumpkin on there. It's a different color pumpkin. Sorry, there's a loud noise outside. I don't know what it was. All right, and then I have a new start planned because I've had this in my stash for I think 2 years now, and it was on my 24 new starts in 2024, and it's not been started yet, and it's the right time, right? So this is Turkey Bay. So I'm gonna start this, but I have not decided what I am starting it on. Oh, the noise was the UPS man. So I have two options. One of them, let's see. They're both, like one of them is much darker than the other. I need to do a floss toss because I don't have the called for fancy flosses for that. So I'm gonna pull flosses and compare what they look like on it. And I might end up going a completely different route with fabric. But my two choices, so I originally had this, which is Color and Cotton Tombstone, which was in a Halloween box. And then this is Forbidden Fiber Co. Chosen, which came from her Buffy box that she did. And I also really need to measure and make sure that it will fit on these, since they're both 32 counts. And yeah. But yeah, I definitely need to do a floss toss on them before I really decide which fabric I'm gonna use. And I need to pull flosses for those from either my stash or I think what I might do is, sorry. So when I convert like that, what I usually will do is pull the DMC colors that they call for in the conversion, and then I'll pull out my fancy floss. I have a lot of Classic Colorworks that I think I will probably use for that and go from there. So I think I'm going to convert to Classic Colorworks. The way that I do that is by pulling all the DMC conversions that Plum Street provides and then kind of matching to that from my Color and Cotton stash. There we go. Got it out. Okay. I think that is all. I'm looking forward to the holiday season and to I love Flossmas videos, and last year was my first year doing Flossmas, and I did one video a week during Flossmas, which for me is a lot, as most of you may or may not, I guess as you may or may not know, not most of you will know, as you may or may not know, I tend to be in the 2-week to 6-week update mark. I really try to get at the 3-week mark. Because I don't like being gone for that long, but I find that if I am like in a stitchy slump or we're really busy and I don't get a lot done, then I don't really have a lot to show you. I have a baby quilt that I have to finish. I showed the beginnings of that. I gotta finish it. Baby is born. It's okay that it's not there then, but it needs to be there for Christmas this year. So that is gonna take some precedence, but I will show that to you because I do like to show other crafts here when I do them. But yeah, I think we're just going to stitch. We're going to see how it goes. I do want to do that 24 new starts in 2024 kind of wrap up video and go from what I thought I was going to do and accomplish and what I actually did accomplish. So that will be in Flossmas, and we'll do like a heavier plan video. I've got some long dogs to start, and I've got a really exciting plan for one of them to share with you at some point. So please, if you want to see, I would recommend subscribing so that I will pop up and you will see my long dog plans when they're happening. You will see my videos when they're coming. But thank you if you already have liked and subscribed. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a great stitchy week and that life is not lifing you too hard. And I will see you next time. Bye.